Evening, everyone. Welcome to The Next Revolution. We are pro-worker, pro-family, pro-community, and especially pro-America. So, the thing we've learned about today's Democrats and their media servants is that the louder they scream about something, the more likely it is they're guilty of that exact same thing. They scream about diversity and compassion, but when 50 Latino migrants arrive on Martha's Vineyard, they call up the National Guard and deport them to a military base. They scream about fairness, but pushed school closures and lockdowns that hurt working Americans and helped the rich. And of course, climate and the private jets, yeah, that one's too easy. John Kerry, whatever. So, bearing all that in mind, what are we to make of the main focus of their screaming these days? Watch.
They're a threat to our very democracy.
Threats to our very democracy.
Extreme threat to our democracy.
Attacking our democracy.
Undermine democracy.
Our democracy.
Our democracy.
Our democracy.
Our democracy! Republicans are a threat to our democracy. Oh, really? Is it Republicans who pushed early voting, which basically nullifies election campaigns and protects incumbents, sending out ballots just after Labor Day for an election 2 months away, 2 months in which anything could happen, you know, something totally wild like, I don't know, debates between the candidates. Sorry, can't change your vote, too late, it's early voting. If you're a political outsider or new to politics, trying to get your name out there when voters actually start paying attention, sorry, too late, early voting. Insiders and establishment only. Did Republicans do that? No. And now we know why Democrats are so obsessed with early voting. Bill Clinton let it slip just today.
We have to note the Republicans always close well.
That's why Democrats want early voting. It's not about saving our democracy, it's about saving their political skins. And that's why they wrote what is probably the most anti-democracy legislation ever put before the US Congress, Nancy Pelosi's notorious H.R. 1, the bill that Kamala Harris just told us they would abolish the filibuster to pass. And no wonder. Among other horrors, it would impose early voting everywhere, automatically register voters from any government database. What could possibly go wrong with that? Register 16-year-olds, even though it's illegal for them to vote. Impose mail-in voting nationwide, even though the Jimmy Carter James Baker Commission said it was the most vulnerable form of voting to fraud. And it would extend vote counting beyond Election Day, even though that's exactly what allows conspiracy theories to thrive. This massively overreaching federal law would undermine most states' voter ID laws. And just because all of that is not quite egregious enough an assault on our democracy, the Democrats, on top of all that, want to mandate nationwide the banana republic atrocity of ballot harvesting. Ballot harvesting! The people who never stop lecturing you about protecting our democracy are the exact same people who think it's okay for paid political operatives to go from door to door helping voters to fill out the mail in ballots they now automatically get. And not only do they think it's okay, they want to make it available in every state. I mean, why don't they just cut out the middleman and pass a law making the Democrat candidate the automatic winner of every election? They clearly have total contempt for the democratic process. One candidate after another, refusing to even debate. Here in California, in the state controller race, pathetic Malia Cohen won't debate the Republican candidate, Lanhee Chen, who'll join us later. Same thing with state attorney general. Crime totally out of control, but the useless machine politician in charge, who wasn't even elected in the first place, Rob Bonta, won't debate his challenger, Nathan Hochman. These Democrats hate democracy unless it delivers the only acceptable outcome in their view, power for Democrats. They have the mindset of a totalitarian one-party state. You think that's hyperbole? Listen to DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas last Sunday on the 9/11 anniversary.
Now we are seeing an emerging threat, of course, over the last several years of the domestic violent extremist anti-government sentiment, false narratives propagated on online platforms.
Did you hear that? Anti-government sentiment now makes you a domestic violent extremist, the equivalent of a 9/11 terrorist. America was built on anti-government sentiment, and now Democrats want to criminalize it. Does anyone realize how chilling this all is? When Democrats say democracy, they mean power for them. That's why Biden thinks nothing of illegally giving a $500 billion bribe to rich college kids. It's why they collude with big tech to censor political opposition and crush dissident voices. It's why they gerrymander congressional districts while complaining about gerrymandering. It's why they're trying to rig the voting rules permanently in their favor while accusing Republicans of undermining democracy. It's why they're politicizing the FBI, the Justice Department, law enforcement, to go after their political opponents, parents, anyone who stands in their way. How dare they talk about undermining democracy when that is what they themselves do every single day? Tell us what you think at NextRevFNC and at Steve Hilton X, and share this message when we post it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.